All right, how's it going, everybody? My Genesis journey continues. I'm just doing the whole album of their self-titled Shapes album, whatever you want to call it. We left off with Illegal Alien. Caused a little bit of controversy in the comments, people defending it, excusing it, whatever. At the end of the day, I don't care about the, the content or costumes didn't bother me. Like, I'm not offended, but nothing really offends me anyways. But the only thing offensive about that song was it wasn't very good. So let's see how these last few songs of the album are. We're going to start with Taking It All Too Hard. So here we go. There's no live performance I could find that was pro shot, so we're just going to listen to the studio. All right. So what we're going to do on this video, I think we're going to just do this song, just a job to do in Silver Rainbow. We're just going to knock them all out because there's no, for my YouTube search, there's no pro shot live version of those songs from any of the tours or anything that I could find. That's fine. and then it's going to get better. It does have a live performance from the Mama Tour, so we're going to do both on that on a separate video. Okay, so my thoughts on that song. I feel like it's like not a great Genesis song, but a pretty good Phil Collins solo song. Like that, if that song was on side 2 of a Phil Collins solo record, I'd be like, all right, that's pretty good. Like that, I like it when Phil does the, faster beat and he sings that raspy voice a little bit in this song, which I liked. I noticed there was a little bit of a time change, just ever so much of a nudge of a time change when it went slow, but that time change to the slow made the song a little bit boring. So the highlight was the chorus, certainly, and when he just sings that high raspy voice that he does. Not a bad song, but like I said, I understand this is where we're kind of getting to that territory of how much of it's Genesis and how much of it's Phil, and I don't know. It's like if this song played on a Phil Collins solo record, I would have said sure. So this is where I'm, as an uninformed, I would have been fooled, or you could have easily tricked me saying this was a Phil Collins song. It's not a bad song, but I just don't know how that rates with the other Genesis songs that we've heard, especially on this album. And I know the second side was not as strong as the first, is what people were saying, and I can kind of see that right here. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, and now we're going to do Just a Job to Do. All right, here we go. All right. Right away with the bass line and a little faster pace, which is good. Okay, I like this one. That's a good change there. Now that's the kind of song I'm talking about, and you're hearing like shades of what's coming up with Land of Confusion, that type of driving rock beat. I think they perfected it with that song, and that's just, I'm sorry, that's the Genesis I like. I like that type of. I mean, the new whatever you want, Phil Collins Genesis. I'm not a big fan of the schmaltzy, slow Genesis or Phil Collins for that matter. I just like, I think Phil and Genesis are best when they're rocking, when they're just, again, I use Land of Confusion. I mean, that's just the pinnacle of that rock and like just driving. And then all on this album, Home by the Sea and That's All and Mama. Those are just some. This is right up there. This is a great song. This would have fit easily. Man, it's too bad this wasn't a pro shop video on this. Darn it. Darn it. Okay, I loved it. That was great. Great Phil singing. Great bass line. Fun song. That's a fun song. So here we go now. Don't Let Me Down, Silver Rainbow. This is what I'm talking about. So again, that's the kind of Genesis that I like. Got that driving drums in the background, you know, throughout the chorus there, and a nice, and it had some, you know, it had some remnants of the old Genesis sound, kind of mixed with the current, so to speak, at the time sound of Genesis, and I think they did a nice mixture there of old vocal range, or sorry, lyrical writing, and you know, it's kind of a, I think it's an old school Genesis song mixed with kind of the newer sound of the 80s. I really like that one. So again, Just a Job to Do, very good. Silver Rainbow, very good. Taking All Too Hard, like I said, not a bad B-side Phil Collins song, just not a great Genesis song. I don't know how else to word that one. So far this album's really good. Okay, so I will say, like, side 1, of course, the first 4 tracks, killer. Side 2 is weaker, but I think Just a Job to Do and Silver Rainbow are very, very good songs. Like, I would say, I don't know how to rank them, but you put Mama, That's All, Home by the Sea, Second Home by the Sea, Just a Job to Do, Silver Rainbow. That's 6 songs out of 9 that are just solid. Even if it's going to get better, isn't good. I don't know yet. We'll find out. So 6 out of 9 songs is pretty darn, and they're really good songs. Like, every album kind of has fillers. So I think Illegal Alien for me is, it's not even a good song. Taking All Too Hard, though, I think it's, I don't know which one's worse. I think I'd rather listen to Taking All Too Hard, quite frankly. Okay, well, we'll see in the next video. Yeah, that was a fun, good listens. Actually, really good listens. I was nervous about side 2 because everyone was crapping on it, but 2 out of the first 3 songs, or I guess, yeah, 2 out of 4. But the last 2 were so strong that I forgot about those other 2. So not bad. All right, guys, stick around.